This guy makes 100K a year walking dogs.
100 grand a year walking dogs? You know we gotta test this side hustle. The internet is plastered with ways to make money online. Everyone claiming this is the best side hustle, no, that's the best side hustle. And so I'm gonna put all of them to the test, see what's worth doing, what's not, and how much money you can actually make. This is testing. So I'm gonna break this video down into two easy sections. The first, what is dog walking and how did we get here? And the second, how much money did I actually make from testing this side hustle? Dog walking. So easy to explain that my dog Rue could do it. Okay, maybe not. But seriously, stay with me now. It is walking a dog. But whilst humans have domesticated dogs for around 30,000 years, it's only recently that we've outsourced their walking. The earliest mention of a dog walker we could find is in 1889 in the New York Times, where they describe a young woman walking an Irish setter for $10 a month. That's only $100 in today's money. I think that's an absolute bargain. And clearly she was onto something. As more people moved into cities to try and make their fortunes, they brought their pets with them. This was a business opportunity, and in 1964, a keen US entrepreneur named Jim Buck jumped on it. He began by walking an acquaintance's dog, and by the end of the year, he was making $500 a week. In today's money, that's over $4,000 a week. By the early 2000s, we basically see the industry as it is today. Incredibly profitable as people love their pets, and an extremely low barrier to entry because you don't need any qualifications to get started. So it costs you nothing, and in theory, you can start making profit straight away. Cut to now, and the potent combo of the pandemic causing a rise in dog ownership and the trend for millennials to have dogs as starter children has caused a huge surge in demand. But is this all as easy as it seems? So to support the community and pay it forward, I'm going to be giving the profit that we make from each of the Side Hustle series away to a random subscriber every single week. So make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel and then also follow me on Instagram because I'm going to make the announcement there. Now back to the episode. So I think I found the perfect person to speak to who's going to give us some great insight because they have built a successful dog walking business. So let's go speak to them now. I'm testing out dog walking for a week, right? I'm not a 12 or 13-year-old. I can't just pop to my neighbours and be like, hey, let me walk your dog. They'd probably be like, go away, Charlie, you absolute freak. So, any tips for me on trying to make this side hustle successful?
The key one is obviously being an animal lover. You know, if you hated dogs, kind of volunteering to go and take your neighbour's dogs out is going to be a bit of a struggle. Mm-hmm. I would say one of the key ones is definitely be yourself, because that's what sells you, and that's what I've always found within the two companies I run is, especially selling a service, you kind of are the service, you are the face of the company. So people kind of buy into you as opposed to buying into what you're trying to sell. You know, don't try and be too ambitious. I never once thought that walking my two friends' dogs that, you know, I'm going to sit at home and become a millionaire. Like, you know, be realistic that dog walking's not going to, you know, make you thousands and thousands.
In the first week of just trying it, would you set any expectation on how much you think? Like, do you think I could get £100 in the first week?
I reckon you could probably at least make £20 to £30.
We know what our target is, but I wanted a more hands-on experience. So I messaged Sean and said, can we shadow you for the day to get an understanding of what a proper dog walking business looks like? Because people aren't going to start there, but if it's something they're passionate about, they can eventually turn their side hustle into a full business. I wanted to see what that was like. So let's go walk some dogs.
We've got 4. One's my own, and then there's 3 other then. All right, so I'll be back now. 2 seconds.
First job of the day is to drop off the dogs who just had their walk.
Generically, Spaniels are meant to be quite wild.
And then pick up the ones that we were going to be walking.
Ones like your Weimaraners, your Vizslas, your Dalmatians, German Shepherds.
I needed to get an idea of how many dogs I should be walking, what sizes work best, and how to actually begin.
You just get to know your dogs, and I think that's what it's about.
Yeah.
But so, you know, I quite like 8 dogs. 8 dogs is quite a breeze to walk.
Like, I would think, 8 sounds like a crazy amount of dogs to walk.
Definitely,
like, you know,
even when I say it, it still psychologically sounds crazy.
Yeah. So would you say, if someone was just starting out, would you suggest starting walking smaller dogs because they're, you know, they are easier to control, essentially, just in terms of strength?
Yeah, I think sometimes it's down to your confidence.
Yeah.
So it is, I think, the biggest thing in dog walking is confidence.
Yeah.
And I think then that comes across to your clients, because if you don't come across confident to walk someone's dog, they're not going to want to trust you. And then
of course,
it's that combination of, you know, there needs to be the trust between you and the dog.
Yeah.
Especially to let it off lead.
Yeah. 100%.
But also the trust between you and the client, because
anything can happen,
Yeah.
you know, while you're out walking a dog.
I managed to get a little roadmap from him on how to start this, which I'm going to share with you right now as we test it. Let's set the rules for testing this side hustle. First up, I have to do it for a week, and then second, it has to fit around my existing work schedule. So designing the flyer was super easy. I know I shit on Canva a little bit, but actually their pre-made templates for dog walking services were really good, and I was pleasantly surprised at just how good they were. So let's go to Big Tesco and get them printed.
Hiya, do you do regular just like A4 printing for like a poster?
Documents and stuff?
Yeah, it's literally a flyer. Can we go 10 laminated and 10 regular sheets? Appreciate it. Thanks, ma'am. Slightly unusual one. I'm planning on like starting a dog walking business.
What?
Would that be something you consider for Bruce, basically? Well, that didn't go according to plan. Not even one of my neighbours wants me to walk their dog. Let's go put some flyers up and see if we get any interest. Have you got 1 second? I live locally and I'm planning on starting a dog walking business. Is that something you've ever considered doing, or do you like walk your own dogs all the time? Oh, you'll have all the time in the world then. Appreciate it.
Turns out they were retired, so they had all the time in the world to walk their own dog. So that was a fail as well. And this is one of the things, when starting a business, you are going to get lots of failures. You just have to accept that is part of growing and building a successful business. So it wasn't a setback. I thought, right, the flyers are up, let's wait by the phone for some inquiries. It's exactly what we did. A couple of days had passed and nothing. No phone calls, no WhatsApp messages as per the flyer, just crickets. So I was starting to panic, and then I thought to myself, who do I know that has a dog that I could walk? And it's pretty simple. I went to friends and family, and luckily we managed to find 3 people that would allow us to walk their dogs for the allocated £10 that it would only cost them.
So we're starting our first walk today with this big boy, Hamish. Hamish, he's being non-compliant. Come on, come here. Ooh, look how cute he is. Ooh, look at him drop. So this is like the least glamorous side. Oh my God, almost got my hand on it. Ugh. Gross. So I am walking the second dog right now. The owner didn't want them to be filmed, but it's another £10 collected, and it is a beautiful day. Lovely.
Dogs are obviously super, super cute as well, and it's a good way to get exercise, to get out. You're in the fresh air, you're not just cooped up in your house watching Netflix or being on your phone.
Another £10 earned walking this beautiful little Bichon Frise called Daisy. Hiya, hiya. Super cute. And yeah, it's really easy money, if I'm honest. You're just walking a dog.
So I had over an hour conversation whilst walking the dogs with Sean about his business and tips and advice on how to kind of turn it from a side hustle into a fully fledged business that can be your primary source of income. All of that footage and conversation is going to be on Tested Plus, the link to which is in the description below if you want to check it out. So let's grade this side hustle, starting with initial investment. This is a 4 out of 5 because it doesn't take a lot of money to actually get started. We literally designed some flyers, got them printed, we got started for under 30 quid. Really good. Next is time commitment. This is a 2 out of 5 because you still actually have to take the dogs on a walk, which typically lasts about an hour. Particularly if you're not grouping them, then obviously you can spend a lot of hours in your day actually walking dogs, and then you got pickup and collection to add on top of that. Finally is earnings potential. This is a 3 out of 5 because although this is very much a side hustle to start with, we've seen through the example of Sean that you can turn this into a serious money-making business when you start employing people and scaling up the number of walks you do by adding more people to your team. So overall, the total score is a 9 out of 15, which is 60% and a grade C. That's not bad. That's actually better than I thought it would be going into this. If you want to see how much money I made flipping items on Facebook Marketplace, then make sure you check out the previous episode just here. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.